Yo, hey, what's up, guys? Yes, you saw it right. Togron is back even. He got fixed like 1 week ago or something. But we can literally break the game. Not because of him only, but he nerfed him and brought us Wixwell. And Wixwell is basically doing the job what Togron did. Togron did it faster. But we can still use him in here. And it is not because just Togron and Wixwell. It is also because they released Merciless sets. And we can use Merciless sets on our buff extenders to get like buff extensions on 2 extenders, really nice floating. But Togron is also doing, you know what, let's go, just jump into the run. And this one is kind of full auto for me on the beginning and stuff. Sometimes I have to intervene, but the technique behind it is Merciless on 2 of your buff extenders, and they will kind of keep floating. Let me restart. We are on normal right now, please forgive me for that. Like I said in all my videos, I'm gonna do testings on lower stages, and later on I can give my super high good gears and stuff, and everything well thought out, optimized on Nightmare and stuff. But now we will take a look at normal. It's just made it easier for me, and the Head of Mischief will respawn a couple times. What are we gonna do? We're extending the buffs, kind of good. Togron is there just doing A1s the whole time. And the trick behind it is, if you have a champion that still has the shield, he can spread it around on the buff duration you have currently on that champion. That also means he helps you with buff extensions. You have, for example, on one champion you have a duration of 3 turns on your shield, and another champion has 8. And if he grabs the shield of the 8 duration buff, he will spread it around the whole team, because more durations equals a override. So you can override the old shield with the new shield. So he's kind of helping us with the extensions. If he grabs a shield that is higher duration of the others, he will spread it around, and we will increase those durations from our buff extenders. And also when we get eaten and stuff, we come back out. And then we will just have the buff spread. Probably we have the shield on all other champions, and Togron will basically to a 50% or something do the buff spread on the champion that got eaten, and then yeah, he's still got the shield again. So what does this mean? This can literally break Hydra like really nice. I think it's a cool thing to compete with Trunda teams, because Togron is still a void champion that you have to pool, you gotta spend on it, and something like that. Like Mikage is super hard to get and stuff. It is a nice team to compete with Trunda teams. But also, we have the option right here to not only do 1 billion, get our shield stolen, and then basically the run is might over. But now we can just get the buff back on a champion that got his buff stolen, so we can just continue basically forever. That means you can literally do 20 billion, 30 billion, something. The community is strong, and we will figure out a way. For example, right now I have Nia in there. But if we get a Brockney in there, that the increasing of the shields will go much faster. There's so many things, and even, to be honest, guys, there will be teams with 2 Yumekos, and it will be insane. So I think this team should stay. We just gotta, okay, it was turn meter. So the team should stay, or they should nerf Trunda and Yannicka and Togron and whatever they wanna do in here. And I really don't hope they just gonna nerf Yannicka and then call it a day, and everybody's just sad, because we have been looking at super cool new meta stuff that can actually compete with something that is broken. Flat out, Trunda is broken, and we either need ways to compete or nerf the thing that is 20 times stronger than everything else. So that's my opinion on it, and we will continue the run a little bit more. We are hoping, of course, the Mischief Head is coming back over and over. That's why I'm on normal. It's just a little bit more easy. But you kind of have spaces in here. You can use a replacement on Nia. Nia will always reset Wixwell, and that's why it's gonna go a little bit faster. But you could bring another champion, and 2 times Merciless on 2 champions can bring you the buff extension, so you can go up and up and up over time, but it takes way longer. That's why I personally took just Nia in there, so we can get into the rhythm a little bit better. But yeah, you could bring another DPS or something that helps to kill heads and stuff when the mischief is not out there. And there is a couple of things, but for me it's just taking 15 minutes to look at the team and then see, okay, it didn't buff extend in the right way, so I gotta restart. But if you get in a rhythm, you get your buffs up and up with 2 just buff extenders. Wait, let me just... This situation is a little bit strange. I gotta do something in here. We do not have the Hex out there. Nia got Hex. So we gotta free him up. That's why usually a second DPS or Yannick and DPS sets or something would be great, I guess, but I cannot afford it right now. Let's get Perfect Veil up so we can attack that one. She's on a reset. Should I reset or should I? No, we just gonna... Trying to get the Hex out. It didn't land. Nice. We are... That's the only situation in my team right now where it's a little bit strange because, yeah, you just see I have 1 DPS and my DPS got stolen. So, and he's gonna do his... Hopefully... Oh, we got Hex out. That's super nice. And you kind of will see what's happening right now. That's actually a good situation right now. So we take it a little bit slow. And then you will see what I mean. Can I... Yeah, I should do it now. Extend. And... That one. Come on, get him out. Now, do it! He was actually the wrong champion to get him out, so we can just... Yeah. But now take a look at Shamael. Just take a look. We're gonna go over to Togron and we hope... let's go just on auto again. Wait, no, I forgot one thing. We kind of want to replace our buffs, what we have been losing. And right there, just see it, the shield is back on him. And yes, the redhead is out there. He's a nightmare, probably a big thing, so you cannot stack your shields too good because of him when he's out there in the first rotation and stuff. But hey, we will figure out the way, and there are people out there. They have way more stats, way more gear, everything, more life arena bonuses and everything else. And yeah, they will probably do the insane damage, but I can just show you how it works because yeah, my gear isn't the best. And yeah, for example, Merciless. I'm super happy that I got a Merciless on my Wixwell and my Mikage, so I can actually do the stuff what I do right now. And yeah, we need to extend. I think we can just go back on Nana. I want my increased speed. I could let it run on auto, and Togron is spreading the buffs over and over, like increased speeds, and I just want to make myself... You know what, let's go on auto. He will just basically do the same thing, but yeah, the stacking of the buffs is not so fast if I just recast every buff again. But at this point, yes, we are growing a shield, and you kind of see where it's going. Like, at some point we have such a big shield that the boss is just taking it, spreading it, we're gonna nuke him down. And if you're not getting your buffs stolen on your Yannick, and you still have the shield up, like the big one, and you blast them away, even if they have reflect damage, it still doesn't matter for you. So you will still survive, everything is cool, they are dead, you did 1.2 billion damage. I did a run. Later we will jump into the recording. I will show you what I did, but on the end I kind of got RNG'd. Because in my case, my Yannick did not have enough crit rate. So I didn't get the perfect veil up in time. I didn't crit and my run just failed because of that. I changed it now. But those are some little things that you just see over time. And then, yeah, that's why I actually go on normal mode. So, but let's continue a little bit. That's kind of look nice. I made my Wixwell the mischief target. So he has the most buffs, the most time. And later on we use Nia and Wixwell and all the things to get some buffs on other champions. And they will get stolen. Like, yeah, kind of aimed. I'm trying to aim it on a certain champion, that would be nice. But I think I cannot do it. I'm trying to get later on my Shamael to get his buff stolen. But it is a little bit hard. Exactly because of Yannick. She does give herself a perfect veil. Imperfect Veil cannot be spread, so we are not capable to put in all our champions. So she also does have one more buff than all the others. But it is how it is. And also we get the counter attack up from our Wixwell spread around. That is super nice for our Togron. If he gets attacked, he will do even more A1s. And yeah, he is in a, also in a retaliation. Hey, I'm just thinking about it. I actually don't need my retaliation set on my Togron anymore, so I can actually give him a other cool set, to be honest. He is counter-attacking all the time, and a Hex set, Provoke, even a Merciless too. I thought I need the retaliation on him, so he's counter-attacking more. But right now I just, realized I actually don't need it. Oh, our buffs got stolen. At this point, that is kind of a bad scenario sometimes. He gets the counter-attack now. We have to deal with it. It's just how it is. And we will use we're just trying to blow him up now, because we are not at the billion damage kind of thing. So we kind of want him to die. And Nia is kind of bad. She does no AoE. And yeah, that was only turn meter. That was kind of nice. We are trying to aim a head that is not hurting us too much, because counter-attack is up. I'm hoping that the head is gonna die now. It is kind of a bad situation when he has counter-attack up all the time, and you kind of wanna intervene it and stuff. But yeah, Yannicka was our target. That's kind of bad. Basically, I want her to have not... how many buffs do we have? Sometimes it's a little bit hard to see over there. Not the best in the world. I think he lost also a couple of his buffs or something. Should I risk the counter attack, or should I just... I'm risking it, doing just an A1. So none of our shield buffs that have been left gonna get stolen and stuff. So we can spread it even easier. If you have more champions having still the buff left on the end, it's more likely that you spread it around. If you have one champion left, it is kind of a gamble. I have to admit that one. He's not gonna do anything, just on himself. Let's not do an AoE. Let's do attack him again. Where's my Yannicka? Was she provoked? Please don't. I think she was provoked. Let's attack him again. We can also decrease the counter attack and stuff now on the other heads to get a little bit more control in there. Does she still have the perfect veil? Yes, she does. I'm trying to blow up stuff. Yes, nice, nice. The mischief head died. He is kind of a little bit uncontrollable right now because of the counter attack and everything else. That's why we're trying to kill him now a little bit earlier, so he's just gone. And later on we will try to get always the big slam when all the heads have the shield and stuff. They got damaged too pretty nicely, but it's still just there. I think they had Poison Cloud up, so they didn't get the decreased duration of Mikage on the debuffs, on the buffs, so yeah, they still have the counter attack and stuff, but they are not so threatening like the Mischief head when he has all those counter attack and stuff. Let me put, just to make it sure, let me put all those juicy buffs that I usually have on all my champions back up. Sometimes I'm losing a little bit of control right here. It is so much and you have to count everything, and I don't want to do it in a video, so that's why I'm gonna do just the legit. He's back at this point. It's kind of okay. Every time he steals the buff now, we can just blow him away. Yes, just let's do it. Yeah, I want those buffs back. The red head is gonna die now, but who cares? We can do it basically over and over and over. Maybe a hex set isn't the best, so we can just make heads survive, but yeah, it's hard to judge. It's really hard to judge. And you still see we have all the buffs, all is good. Even we got Eden, even we got... I think we got Eden once. But you kind of know what I mean. Ah, Yannicka got Eden, that's not good. Ah, we can get her out. We can get her out before it's... Ah, we need Hex. We really need Hex now. Not so good. He's gonna get the shield in a second, maybe. Come on. Yes. I think we are good. Should I? Yes, try it. Nah, come on. One of them, go ahead and... No AoE, that's not good. Play AoE. Yes. It is still RNG on the end. You gotta have to admit to some things. It is RNG. But yeah, you kind of know what I mean. Oh, he got the buff stolen. That's kind of nice. Yannicka goes in a second. Let's go attack him to get our shield back on Yannicka. Would be nice, but didn't happen. But it's just how it is. Gonna use it on here. He still has the counter attack that is kind of sometimes a little bit bad. How many buffs do we have on the shield? 3. We kind of have to risk it. Yeah, it's kind of okay if I get my buffs back. Yannicka is going in. We need a red target to get our perfect rail up, and then we can just blow him away now because it's a little bit risky. The damage is at this point not up there. You kind of see what's happening. It's going stack over and over, but we have full control. We can get the shields back up, we can get all the buffs back up, and everything is just easy to handle. I don't want to do it like that. The buffs duration are not the biggest in the world. I want to do A1. Let's go on auto back. Yes, and that's basically it. That's what we're gonna do the whole time. If the mischief head is obviously not spawning, we have to kill other heads and try hope that he's gonna spawn back. But still, you got spaces in here to do stuff, so you can actually bring champions that can kill the heads. So who cares, kind of. And maybe, oh no, no, I'm not gonna say it, no, I'm not gonna say it, but I have something in my mind. No, I'm not gonna say it. So we just continue. Hey, you know what, it's looking really nice. I want a full run and a... So you kind of know what's happening, so you can actually see everything he's talking about is really working. And yeah, Togron cannot be changed, I think. There's no other champions like him. And that's actually a good thing. He is Void, and you kind of know how Plarium is. They want to make some bugs, and yeah, I can totally understand it. But him being a Void champion is kind of good for us, so people will pull for him. Maybe they will pull a couple of them, and yeah, you kind of know what I mean. You know what? Let's go ahead, put... On the end, it is a little bit more manual, so, but you also see it is also auto. Alright, so what we're gonna do is trying to, we have to reset. I always want to reset, like, okay, sometimes if I remember the champion already has, like, he has it ready in the next turn, I won't reset. And if you manual it, it will probably be better for you, to be honest. But yeah, I'm lazy. Yeah. Let's go get the perfect veil up. Kinda lost it in the progress. That's what my other one killed. I needed the perfect veil back, but I didn't crit, so she didn't get her perfect veil, and my one was screwed. So yeah. But it's RNG. Maybe we don't even have to take a look in the video, but I want to show you that it's actually happening. I got my Togron in resist also. I don't want him to get his buff stolen, so he can also always do his thingies really easy because he's always free and he doesn't get provoke, and you know what I mean. But hey, who knows if I get 350 speed across my champions and stuff. Or what I also did is a buff bot. I put, for example, my Mikage really slow speed. You need a buff extender in that role, but you make him really slow, and then you like 100 speed or something, and then basically she always has the most buffs. Like her duration of the buffs increase over time really high, like 15, 20, 25 and stuff. And if Togron grabs one of her buffs, all the champions have 25 turns on it. So that could be another thing too. But at the moment I'm going for Merciless because I want to. So having a provoke on the wrong time is actually bad. I hope Yannicka is gonna go a turn before... Yes, she did. That's kind of nice. So she will get back. Who am I trying to get? The Shamael. Now he got the intercept buff. I'm trying to get all my buffs back. Also doing casting those buffs. Gonna not super high attack something. And yes, my Shamael got the buff stolen. Right away, I'm gonna blast it away. There's just one more head and yeah, whatever. I could wait a little bit. But I can only AoE right now, and he, whatever that snake is, but he's gonna steal my, well, you know what, let's risk it, so we can just see a little bit more numbers. He needs to AoE too, that's bad. Yes. So like 2 or 3 champions on the end who has those big shields is okay, but it's just not the best scenario in the world. At this moment we could be lucky and spread those things, but wasn't kind of ready. And how many buffs do we have? Shield is a 6, they're pretty high. We can just do it like that. Do it like that, waiting for Yannicka to pop up back. That head is not gonna die, but yeah, who cares? Do we have to? I think it actually should do one. Yes, we got resisted on my Wixwell, that's kind of what I wanted. And at this point, does she have the perfect veil? Yes, she does, and we can just blow away again. And that's basically how it goes. And we go back on auto. Damage is rising. But yeah, it's just depending on the buff increase of our Wixwell over time on overtime. What I probably think is if you have another Wixwell in the spot of our Mikage, that would be insanely good. Like insanely. Not even that you increase more of your shields, so you have 2 intercept buffs, what you can lay out on champion, what you want to have those buffs being stolen. Yeah, you got 2 of them, you can aim 2 of champions and even make it wider spread so more champions are capable to get their buff stolen, because right now Wixwell is still having the same amount on buffs on the end like another champion. He will always be the most. But on the end everybody has the same, so the chances are there to get more champions in there to get their buff stolen. At this moment we don't have the Mischief head anymore. That's kind of bad, but we can still continue the run. This shouldn't be a problem. And let's see, we are hopefully getting him back. Yeah, hey, we got more damage than turns. Woo! On normal mode. Woo! Yeah. Yeah. I feel so bad right now. But you will see what I mean. If that... Oh, he's back. I kind of didn't see, so I gotta take control again. I want to get my control in there, so everything is just... For a second I was like, hey, do I even record my run right now? That would be sick. Is my mic on? Yes. Alright, so we can just continue. Get our buffs higher and higher and higher. I want actually his shield not be there, so he can get the shield. So just little tiny things sometimes make your run good or bad. He can actually use, if I don't have it on one, now we have it. Yes, just if somebody doesn't have it, we're gonna try to put it back on Shamael. Another thing is, if you have Wixwell with counter attack in the leader spot, everybody has the same amount on buffs. He will always provoke the head of, I don't know what his name is right now, the cleansing head. Who am I attacking? I think he's... Yes, we got our buff stolen, but on Yannicka that's actually not the best scenario. Now we are trying to get the shield right away back. Hopefully. Yes. So even if the reflect damage right now is out there on the head of whatever, he does the reflect damage, but if you hit now, you got so much of a shield that it does not even play a role. I'm not trying to do anything right here. Maybe Yannicka is the best one. I don't know if... I think when the boss is stealing the boss of Yannicka, Yannicka's turn meter get decreased to a point where the head is going 100% before Yannicka, and Yannicka is more likely to get after the head. So maybe Yannicka is the play, but I'm not too sure. He did not even got the counter attack. That's nice. Woo! Okay, forget what I said. Okay, he did not get the counter attack, so don't worry. We can just do whatever we want. Let's go on a head that can actually take it. Ah, he was... You mother... I didn't take notice of that, but we're gonna just blast him away now. Next time Yannicka is coming back around, we are just doing... Yeah, getting our champion back. And we got decreased speed on the mischief head, that is actually nice, so we are certain to get a turn before him. We can use that one again. We can just whatever. And now, is she under perfect veil? Yes, she is. And boom! Welcome back, Wixwell. Welcome back. We're gonna use A1, of course. We want those massively shields on our Wixwell. Here is a point where you might die, because you don't get the shield out there, and if he gets attacked too much, then he could die, of course. And yes. No, we can basically go back on auto, I think. Let's make it quick, get him out there too. I pressed the wrong skill, but yeah, it's just how it is. Alright, let's put increased defense back up, so actually everybody is cool, and he will be our mischief head again. Yes, A1, of course. What am I thinking of? And also giving him that one. Okay, that was kind of not the... I shouldn't save my Nia right now. I kind of know, okay, he already got it anyway, so... Let's put him out of the window. And let's go back on auto. So I had one situation where, like, Mikage was placing a shield on the champion who got eaten. But the shield on all other champions wasn't, the duration wasn't high enough to override his buff from Mikage, and we weren't able to put it back. But yeah, sometimes it is how it is. Let's get it back on him. Sometimes it's hard to judge, you can't see the shield. And also, there is one thing. At some point, you cannot see the shield anymore. If you got a massive shield on a champion and Togron is gonna spread it to another champion, and don't worry, that shield is not increasing it or something and whatever. It's just spreading it like the skill says. Nothing else. So he got the buff stolen again, so we kind of have to put some things in there. Not gonna... We want the shield! And we just not gonna attack because of counter attack, not gonna attack him. Provoke isn't really nice. Do we got it on Yannicka? It's hard to judge, it's hard. No! Now it can go kind of out of control, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, Yannicka also got her thingy stolen. It's kind of bad because she got turn meter decreased and it will take even longer to get her back. But yeah, not gonna do it. Attack a counter attack head. Trying to get the shield. Ah, we didn't get the shield. Maybe we did, who knows. Yes, it is. I need to put more buffs on Wixwell again. No. Sometimes I hate Charmael. Yes, even more. Yes. Oh no, he got it. Okay, let's... Yeah, the good thing is perfect veil cannot be stolen. This is sometimes such a clutch thing. Yes, blast him away. Let's get control back. We still got 3 champions having the big shield. Now we are hoping to get the big shield of them getting spread around. Should I kill a head? No, whatever. And the damage got bigger and bigger. And we're trying to get the buffs. All the other buffs that we are not carrying off. Let's go give him that back. I know exactly that he did his turn right now. Let's get more durations. That one. A1. Whoever. And... Now we gotta get the shields. The shields! Do it! Why is he not doing it? So... And A1. Should we get the buffs back up for everybody? So, who cares? We got Merciless, so kind of attacking is kind of good if you do your A1, but not so good if you do your other skills. So you have 2 skills in the end that can be decreased, and I'm losing kind of a little bit control. We are trying to get the buffs back, yes. Trying to get all the buffs back. We are trying to get, and I think we are back in control. Everything is good. Yeah, we do auto. Is he having the increased speed? Yes, he does. Nice. Okay, we can go auto. Slowly raising the damage, killing the heads over and over. It's kind of a normal team right now. We're just doing it, and yeah. But I think at this point I have done it a little bit, too long. We will jump now in a video. So, alright, we are 120 turns in, and I did basically exactly the same, but instead of my Yannicka having 100% crit rate on a good affinity one, I do not, and that's why my run on the end failed. But we can literally see, I'm gonna pass forward a little bit. It's gonna check what's happening. I think the Mischief head didn't spawn for a good while. That's why I was basically doing just my thing over and over and over and trying to hope that the stupid boss is coming back. But yeah, let's jump a little bit forward, forward, forward. Nope, not there, not there. Let's go a little bit higher. Yeah. Go around here. Yes, he's back. Alright, so, and we basically did the same thing. We are, oh wait, we missed one. I wanna see the first one. Do it. Where is it? Somewhere right here. Where is he gonna steal it? Yes, now he stole it. And yeah, we have charged the shield for a long time. And at this point you also see that you don't see your shield anymore. It got kind of spread because just a couple of my champions did not have the shield anymore. Then it got spread, but it's kind of too big to visualize, and it's just not showing anymore. But don't worry, I tested it. That shield does not increase anything. It's just giving the shield of the highest duration of a champion. Like one has 7 and the others have all 3. He's gonna grab that 7, put it on the other champions, and it's just the same value than the first champion that he got taken from. And don't worry at all. And yes, our first 1.2 billion, 3. Okay, it's 1.2 all the time. That's the max thing you can do. Let's jump a little bit forward. He got one of my champions. Trying to get him out. Sometimes without hex on the boss, it's a little bit awkward. You all know what I mean. Such a bad mechanic. You cannot target the head. What? But now, let's go ahead a little bit. Trying to get my buffs stolen. Where is he doing the buff steal? Come on, dude. Dude. I'm sorry guys, but it's taking a long time. We got eaten again, no. I think we killed him. Okay, alright. We are hoping, yes, he got back. Is he gonna steal now? Sometimes it's a little bit awkward when your Wixwell is still your mischief target on the end, even if you have other champions that have the same amount on buffs, but then you get resist and resist and resist. And now, yeah, our buffs got stolen again. Really, really nice. And wait, let me go. I think I just blew him up. No, I don't care. I blew up 3 of those champions, alright. Usually you try to get the shield gone, what you see left right now, so he can actually get another shield. But it's just how it is, you gotta deal with it. And yeah, that's kind of, I think I went further and further, but first of all the head didn't appear. Or something like that. It's kind of RNG on the end still. There is no avoiding mechanics like a Trunda or something. You can just do whatever you want and it's still okay. You know what I mean with a Trunda. You're just basically ignoring what the respawning bosses do and stuff. And here we have actually to deal and use our brain to do stuff, you know? And I hope this one is really helping you out. So a couple more people can actually do some insane stuff on Hydra, or Trunda and Yannicka get nerfed at the same time. I would be okay with both. So yeah, and I think there was no more. Yeah, we just continued. He came back around. I think I got Eden. Yeah, right here I don't have my perfect veil anymore, and I would go on 3 billion, 4 billion, 5 billion maybe or something. And of course we can do that on Nightmare on the end, and we can do it. But I just got RNG'd because I didn't have the crit rate on my champion, or else the Poison Cloud was out and I couldn't even land a crit rate. But yeah, it shows you can do more billions than just 1 point something and then just risk it. Like the Emic thing, it's still a cool thing for other people that don't have a Togron. But yeah, this one is just insane. So let's go jump into the gear. We go into the gear. I'm gonna show you quickly the preset. I kind of forgot it, so yeah, I'm sorry, but I was like a little bit hyped. Because it is sick what I do right here, and you really should subscribe to the channel, and yeah, you know what I mean. So, Mikage, Yannicka, Togron, Inquisitor Shamael, and Mia. Like I said, replacements quickly. Probably you gotta have Merciless. That's one of those things you gotta have on your buff. Like Mikage could be changed on the end for a Krisk, or whoever you wanna bring for a buff extender. Should be a 3-turn cooldown. Togron cannot be exchanged, and Nia maybe a Progny, but then you gotta have your Merciless procs really good on the beginning and later on and stuff, so you can actually do the endlessly increasing plus gaining buff durations too. Shamael, like you could bring a Duchess in here, but who's gonna do the killing? Like you can use Yannicka, but then when Yannicka gets eaten, who is doing the boss killing on the end? So yeah, probably Shamael is the best one in place. And yeah, Wixwell, of course, obviously cannot be replaced. Let's go into the stats. Wixwell, I already showed him a couple times, but I think I changed a little bit. He is in Merciless and Reflex. Obviously, that must be in there. Without it, you can't not do it. It is not gonna work. If you have maybe super luck and a 5% chance, you can walk through and get your buff increase going good. But yeah, I'm not gonna do like a 5% chance or something. So those are the stats. I think live arena bonuses on the test server are working again, but it's just on the test server. I'm a little bit confused because of Scratch is, yeah, he was telling that the stats at some points wasn't really working and stuff, so I'm a little bit confused. So I kind of show you both. I put him in resistance right here. I gave him that mastery so we get more resistance, even for maybe on the end I shouldn't do that one, to be honest. We get more resistance on our Yannicka and stuff, and yeah, that's why I say it's not like well optimized and stuff, but yeah, the blueprint is out there. So who else was in there? Mikage. She is also in a Merciless and Reflex. That is a must-have, like I said already before. Wait, let's talk about Okay, I'm not gonna talk about the stats too much. I'm just gonna show you. It is a little bit of a long video, so I'm not gonna do it too much. You can just pause for a second. And who else was in there? Shamael. He is just in damage set, so he can do the damage, you know. So if you have to free up some champions, you have to kill some heads and stuff. He is basically the doing. And we got the stats right here. And masteries are like that. He has Giant Slayer, so he can do more damage. Maybe Helm Smasher would now. It's kind of hard to judge. Like A1 does not ignore damage like too much. It ignored defense, but the A2 of Jamael, he does just ignore flat out everything. So yeah, I think Giant Slayer is better. Gave him a little bit of defense capabilities. That one is kind of not good. I don't know why that is right in there right now, but yeah, increasing turn meter and stuff is mostly in a speed tuned team. Not really too good, but it can be done right here. It is not game breaking, but usually I don't recommend it. Who else was in there? Of course, Yannicka. The good girl, the forgotten girl who is coming back now. And yeah, let's talk about stats. She is right now in a shield set. One of your champs should have a shield set, so you can just on the beginning grow your shields a little bit better, so you don't get damaged on. Like, let me explain. The first hit on when you're having 2 shields, when you get attacked, the first shield is gonna go flat out in your shield set. And when your shield set is broken, it goes in your normal casted shield. So if you have another shield set that is basically providing the whole damage on the normal shield, then you can just increase it faster. And also what you have to know is that, wait, how do I phrase that? The Mischief Head can steal both of your shields, gaining from a shield set and from a normal casted shield. But also, the Mischief Head is not able to spread the shield from your shield set. Like, that was the bug with Togron before. He put out the shield set, and then you just A1'd, and he spread it around like crazy, and you got intense of a shield because of that. And that's what is not working. Also for the Mischief Head. So basically he cannot use that one. You need to put out a normal shield that is basically super high. And if you get your shields higher and higher earlier, that is just nice because you have a shield set on one of your champions. I probably would use, I forgot if I showed you the stats, but I probably would put the Togron now in a shield set because I know he has the counter attack all the time and stuff like that, so he does not need the retaliation, but we will get into him in a second. Here the masteries. I went on War Master and I don't know what I did right here. That one could be really insane or not. I don't know if it procs. You get 25% more damage on on enemies that have a shield. That could be really nice, but I don't know if it really procs or not. That's kind of, yeah. And also another tip from a viewer, I haven't tested it, I don't know why I have tested it, but if you use a blood shield ring or something like that, you can actually, if you have your buff stolen on Yannicka, for example, and you do the blow up, you gain a big shield already out of that one. But since we are using Togron, it is not so important, but that could be a really nice tip for other teams. So yeah. Who else did we have in here? Togron, did I miss Nia? Did I? Yeah, let's go Togron and Nia. If I already showed, I apologize. Togron, he is a must-have for that team, or else you cannot do it. There's no other champion that can buff spread like crazy like him. And yeah, he's in a retaliation set. I could probably give him a ring, so yeah, but whatever, we are having shields. And yeah, I would probably use him in a shield set so he can do the shieldage on the beginning and stuff. I do have him on resistance, same thing over here, but I probably should not use it and get my stats without it, and yeah, it would be better. And yeah, nothing else. Retaliation, a shield set usually, and Nia. Nia, sometimes it's clicking. I wanted to say has no ring too, but she does. And yeah, she is in a cross set, so we can actually aim for the mischief heads. Yeah, I think you kind of want it sometimes and you kind of don't want it sometimes. So I bring it into it so I don't miss out on the, yeah, if I have to kill the mischief head or something, there's just a option for me. And those are the stats. I think I forgot to show you the stats about Togron, to be honest. Did I? Masteries are like that. HP, I had her in a shield set before, so she's, yeah, I tried to get more HP on her, but technically not needed at all. And let's go back on Tauron, if I might have forgotten to show the stats in a big screen or something. And yeah, what do I think about all that? I hopefully think it's gonna stay. If Tranda is gonna stay, then she has totally the right to stay there too, because she is technically, Yannicka, what I'm talking about, is technically doing more strategy and more things that must be done to get the things working, instead of a Tranda just nuking and nuking and nuking and whatever. And yeah, I hope it's gonna stay. There will be improvements in here and everything else will be set up way better, and we can finally compete with a Tranda, but Tranda will always be the better one in my opinion, because she can just do the thing over and over and over, and you can do billion, like 20, 30, 50 billion teams and stuff. So yeah, I hope she's gonna stay. And like, if you haven't liked already, it takes a ton of work for me, and really my brain is sometimes hurting about it, because I have to think about so many things in here, and it would be super appreciated if you show some love back. Just, yeah, show some respect. And yeah, that will be the end of the video. If you haven't subscribed already, of course, also do that. And yeah, have a nice day.